Well. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show with Mike. T-Roy is here. What up, T?
Happy hump day, my man.
Is it hump day?
For the lucky ones, it is.
For the lucky ones. All right.
Yeah.
Take it you're one of the lucky ones?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's early though. You never know.
Long night ahead.
I've been busy all day.
Yeah. I know you have been. I've been busy all day too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got going on?
Dentist.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Fuck. It sucked. They tried to yank the tooth out. Their bare fucking hands. 2 different dentists.
Okay. We
It's
have to
bleeding.
get some heavy artillery in there. What happened?
Yeah, it's a shit show, dude, and it's not going to get any better.
Oh, good. That sounds awful.
She's like, I think the tooth is cracked inside the gum, which means implant. You need to do an implant.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Right.
That's
Okay.
costly as shit.
Good
so
news.
That's $3,000,
Yeah. Sure.
and I don't know. What do you do when you don't have $3,000? You
Oh.
just fucking have a tooth rot out of your head and
Yeah.
break
Can't
off.
one like
not be able
the
to
hockey
eat.
dudes that just pop it out.
Yeah, the flapper they call
Something
it.
like that. Whatever that guy is.
Yeah.
You just stick it in there. Take it out when you want it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a retainer
Yeah.
or something. That's what you have to wear when they're doing the implant because it has to grow. The bone has to grow around the new post, the independent post. So it's a nightmare, man.
Teeth suck.
They are the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my own fault. I never had a cavity until I was 36. Not a single cavity. Never had braces. Not a single cavity.
Right.
And now it's been a nightmare. Dental insurance is bullshit. I mean, they'll
is.
give you one
Yeah.
crown a year and one teeth cleaning.
Yeah, I have.
mean, it does
Yeah,
nothing
it's
for
garbage. Yeah, it pays a portion of it. That's it.
you. Yeah, it's nothing.
Nope.
It doesn't cost shit to have the insurance,
Yeah.
but it's not worth anything. So yeah, that's how my day's gone. But at least they didn't numb me up, so I was able to come in here and
Gross.
still, all over here. It was erotic. You would have
hot.
liked it. So yeah. Anyways, that's how my day's gone.
Okay. Yeah, mine wasn't nearly that bad.
Yeah. No.
I had to have dinner with my dinner with my daughter.
Daughter with your dinner.
Yeah, I had
All
daughter.
right.
I had a little daughter with my dinner.
Nice.
Dinner with my daughter.
Sounds a little weird, but
yeah,
all right.
it's always
Dinner with your
good.
daughter. How's she doing?
She's doing well. Doing well.
Good. Good.
All things are hunky dory.
Yeah. So anyway, with that being said, I'm in tremendous pain right now. We'll try to get through this as long as we can before I want to rip half my face off.
Well, okay then.
Deal?
Sure.
So this could be a shorter show.
Okay.
Could be whatever. We'll see.
I'm
Anyway,
gonna do the old step on your foot thing to make you
that
forget
hurt
about
more.
make you forget about your mouth.
maybe just punch the other side of my face. So I don't.
Well, then it would all be face. It'll just
Yeah.
hurt more. You got to distract from
No,
it.
don't give me a Charlie horse or stomp my foot. I don't need to add. I have enough shit going on.
Fair enough.
I want to deal with that.
Just
Thank
trying to
you.
help.
I
I
know.
was trying to help.
I know you were. And there was a day when I probably would have taken you up on that. You know.
Maybe give it a shot.
Nowadays it'll be like, oh, now my toe hurts forever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll be in surgery tomorrow for the toe.
Right. And then I'll never walk normal again,
It's
and it'll.
gangrene or some shit.
Yeah,
It has to
it'll
be
throw off my
amputated.
circulation and fuck everything up more.
You'll need a toe implant.
along with a toothless implant. Jeez, that's how my luck would go.
Yeah.
So anyway,
All right.
got a homeless man, not yet me,
Okay.
with a 16-year violent history of crime, has been charged with first-degree assault after he was caught on footage taking a full swing with a baseball bat.
I
to a
saw the
woman's
video.
head.
We tried to play the video here. We were having some technical difficulties, but I saw the video.
Yeah.
As we were trying to load it.
Yeah,
And what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, yeah.
just straight. Looks like he's got a good swing. Honestly.
Yeah, he's got
I mean,
form. I mean, there's some momentum behind that. He really
Yeah.
rolls the wrist over a little bit, you
Yeah.
know.
It is just so brutal. I think you mentioned before the show knockout game.
Yeah,
reminded you
that's
of.
what it reminded me of. Yeah, they're playing that in New York and some shit.
Yeah.
a few years back. I haven't heard too much about it lately, but
No.
they just run up and just fucking cold cock you.
Yeah.
Sorry, sucker punch you. Sorry, Darren.
Yeah.
Sucker punch, not a cold cock.
Yep.
Clarifying.
Yeah.
But yeah, just you wouldn't even see it coming, and then just one punch knock you the fuck out. And if you're just walking, you don't even see it. You're
Yeah.
not-
There's
you know,
nothing you can do about
nothing
that.
you can do, dude. Lights out, and then you fall and fucking totally just eat shit,
Yeah.
crack your skull open when you hit the ground, knock your fucking teeth out.
I wish
whatever.
every single one of those cases would be tried as attempted murder and,
Absolutely.
and go to prison for 20 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Every single case of those.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I don't give a shit if they're 15 years old. 15 years old, you're old enough to
You're
know.
fucking old enough to know better.
Yeah.
And if you're not, then you're a fucking moron. You deserve to go to prison.
Yeah.
But this is horrifying. This is some random woman
Yeah.
just walking down the street.
Back of the head, fractured her skull.
Fuck yeah. I look like it from what I saw on the aluminum baseball bat. My name is Mud.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking just sneak. I mean, not even sneaks up behind her. She's just walking. He just comes up behind her.
Yeah.
Never says anything, never does anything. She's in full stride, just walking down the street, and he just tees off on her head.
Full force.
I mean, I'm glad there's no sound. There's
Yeah.
no, it's close, CCTV video.
Yeah.
There's no audio with it because I can only.
Oh.
I would throw up my fucking mouth if I heard that thud.
We have
of the woman.
descriptions of the audio
I'm sure.
from people that were there.
Yeah, and you probably heard it for blocks.
Yeah, probably. This happened Monday, January 31st. He took a swing at Emma Wang, an Asian woman. So I don't know why this isn't a
here
hate
we go.
crime.
Hate crime.
You know,
Hell yeah.
no,
Stop the Asian hate.
he's a black guy with another Asian fucking crime. I don't know why you wouldn't charge this as attempted murder and a hate crime. Throw a federal crime on top
So
of
he's
it.
charged, and they didn't give either of those.
I haven't heard anything about a hate crime.
Okay.
But that strikes me as the definition of a hate crime.
Well,
know,
the only thing I will say, if he hit her because she's Asian, then yes. If he hit her and she just happens to be Asian, then no. If it didn't matter what the chick was, when you walk up behind, you were just going to club whoever it was. That's not a hate. I mean, it's a hate crime because you fucking hate people and you want to kill them.
Yeah.
But it wasn't specifically against an Asian. I don't even know if you knew for sure that she was or not. I don't know the backstory.
I don't
to
care.
It. No, I know, but
I don't care. They
well,
want to charge
I
every
do.
fucking white guy that drops a shoelace in a dorm room with a hate crime because it looks like a noose the way it fell on the ground.
Yeah.
And the goddamn Secret Service gets involved and looks to charge it like that.
But they don't charge it that way.
Yeah, sometimes they do. They try to. Usually they're all hoaxes is the problem.
Exactly.
And then those kids just go back to class like it never happened.
Right.
So, but something like this, that's a story that left the news
I mean, it's
so fast because they couldn't find a single video of a white guy attacking an Asian.
no, never. Yeah.
That story was like, oh my God, the Asian
Asian
spike in
hate,
hate crime,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And it was like, you've shown us 25 videos and every one of them is the same fucking thing.
It's definitely one way.
One way. Black guy attacking a fucking Asian guy or woman.
Yep.
That's what it was. And so if you
could-
notice, that story's just gone.
Just gone.
Didn't exist.
It's like the message got out and people just started being nicer to each other.
Yeah,
I
right.
think that's what probably happened.
Yeah. So this guy's been arrested 11 times going back to 2012 and is wanted by the police in Washington for third-degree theft. On Monday, he was filmed swinging at Emma Wang. He knocked Wang to the ground, hitting her on the skull and back, and then fled, taking his bags with him. She lay helpless on the ground with blood pouring from her ear while bystanders rushed to help her. Wang is an engineer, by the way, at Amazon Web Services who lives in Seattle. She's now recovering, will need to undergo surgery.
Yeah. The fucking skull got crushed.
Yeah. His name is Tullis, I believe. Juantez Tullis. He's 31 years old. Tattoo. He's got like a checkerboard pattern tattoo all over his face.
Oh, that's easy to identify. How do you not find this fucking guy?
Oh, they found him.
I know. But
Yeah.
Washington didn't.
Yeah, right. If he's homeless and he just hops on a train and fucking he's gone.
Well, everybody's got to wear a mask these days. So this is Seattle, right? They probably still have it.
Yeah. Witnesses say they heard him smashing Wang's skull, thought he'd taken a hit at a concrete wall because of the sound it made.
Yeah.
After hitting for her, he went for a slice of pizza and was promptly arrested.
Oh, okay. Well,
Work up an appetite, when you're working out.
definitely.
Yeah. So the defendant is a significant danger to the community and very likely to commit a violent offense if he remains out in custody.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking safe to assume.
Yeah. And I lost, I got to be honest. I was all Team Wang up
Yeah.
to this point. All Team Wang. No one deserves that. But
Oh boy.
I hate to even bring it up to you, but when
Yeah.
she's walking down the street, down the sidewalk by herself with a couple of bags,
Yeah.
wearing a black jacket and the KN95 mask.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
It's Seattle. Isn't that just standard procedure out there?
Yeah.
They got to be as bad as anybody, I would think, over on
Yeah.
that side.
yeah. So I mean, I still feel like none of that was deserved, but
Yep.
walking around outside in a K
No.
N95
Yeah, and
mask,
those are the things that you
Jesus
can't
Christ.
you just can't unsee, man.
No.
Like, just a bat should not hit someone's head that
No.
hard for no
No.
reason,
That's brutal.
really ever. But you
I
know,
remember G when we were young, when we were kids in the backyard, taking swings with a baseball bat, and came back and caught Chrissy right in the fucking eye.
oof, yeah,
Fucking off to the hospital with the whole family. One of those,
Yep.
accidental things. But it's not a pretty sound when a head gets hit
no,
with a bat.
no. I've heard a few close ones like that.
Yeah.
Wood, I think wood is almost worse.
You think so?
There's just this hollow resonance of it. Like aluminum's got that ping,
Yeah.
pink, you know.
Oh yeah.
But wood, it's just got
Crack
this,
of the bat.
Yeah, it's just got this kind of different sound to it.
Yeah. See, I think I don't like the ping of the aluminum.
Yeah, like the College World Series shit.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
pink. You know, it's going. Okay,
The crack of the wooden bat is better.
big time.
I don't know about on a skull.
Yeah, the crack of the skull is better.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully she recovers. My guess is she's going to have a splitting headache for quite a while.
Yeah, and
Just brutal.
Yeah, probably some long-term effects of that would be my guess. I'm not sure that you come back normal.
Yeah, and
once
if you can
bleed
see
out
this
your
guy take
ear.
this bat back with full force, I mean,
Yeah.
full swing,
Yeah,
and looks like he's a sort of athletic guy.
yeah. It was. I mean, yeah, it wasn't awkward at all.
No.
it was in stride.
Yeah.
while he was walking. You know, not the easiest thing to do.
Think about the tire video, which is my favorite video of the last 7 years, where you can see that tire coming from a mile away, and it
Yeah.
just dots that guy, that Brazilian man, on the
Yep.
head.
Oh, yeah.
and he gone.
Yeah.
like the instant the rubber of that tire hit his hair, he was out cold.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
just boom.
Oh yeah,
It's like that. It's just knock the fuck out.
yeah.
I hope I never have to deal with something like that or see something like that.
No,
Sounds
no.
horrible.
Yeah, and again, same thing. Amazes me that so people heard it. People were around. I mean, I guess they didn't see it, but they thought he hit whatever. Nobody followed this guy. Nobody.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
They were able to ID him, and
All right.
he was promptly arrested. I don't
They
know
went
if he
to get
finished his pizza,
Yeah, probably not.
but the cops, it's going to take them a few minutes to get there, and I'm not going to approach that guy.
Sure.
Yeah. Obviously mentally unwell,
Mm-hmm.
as so many of the homeless are.
Yeah.
I was reading this article today.
How do you keep your sanity with that sort of a existence? You know, even if you had it going in, how the fuck do you keep it?
Which guy? The
All of
one
it. You be in that homeless environment like that. How do you keep your sanity?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Even without all the drugs.
Well, San Francisco has a new way of dealing with it.
Are they,
And,
they going to give them crack pipes?
no, that's the Biden. That's the bowl of soup's doing that.
Federal.
Yeah. But no, it's become such a problem in the Bay Area. I want to see how bad it can get. I really kind of do, because there's only one leadership group that's been in charge of that shit box for 30 years, 50
Yeah,
years.
you don't want it to be your Frisco though. You want to see it somewhere else.
Yeah,
let them fuck up Austin.
no, man. When you walk down the streets, and like Jen and I did, and watched a guy walking and talking to someone and just stop, pull down his pants and shit on the sidewalk.
Yeah, it's next
Tell me
level.
where you've seen that.
No, never. It's
Never.
a fucking.
I've seen
another
guys
planet.
shitting in garbage cans on the fucking corner, where they've got just mental illness and drug abuse to levels you can't even imagine, all over.
So you want to see it get worse then?
Well, you asked for it. You're the ones that seem to think you keep voting these fucking clowns into office who refuse to clean it up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
all right, keep going.
We'll just keep putting a Band-Aid on it.
See how far we can go. So now, what we're doing is they've urged it's such a problem. People are being urged to give their spare rooms to the homeless. Sure. I'm going to call my dad today and see.
Yeah, Pat and
'cause
Bob, they got a
got a
room
spare
in there.
room.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, they do. It's
I've
not
slept in it.
It's not a big place. Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
It's not a big place.
They got
but
to
it's-
pull out. They could get a couple people in there.
Sure. I'm going to call them after the show and say, hey, by the way, new plan in place.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to go down, just walk down to the corner and grab a couple of
Just
them.
do your part.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
it's
all
time.
need to do our part.
Exactly.
They've urged local families who are sick of seeing the homeless crisis on their doorsteps do something about it personally by taking unhoused people into their own homes and spare rooms.
You're sick of seeing them on your doorstep. How about seeing them inside your doorstep?
in your kitchen. Fuck.
Come on, who's gonna let fucking people like that in your house? You know, I'm not saying they're fucking horrible people, but you don't know.
Yeah.
You know, how can you know or trust or
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
On no circumstance.
Sure, we could. I mean, we've got a we've got
that's
a
just
room
insane.
here. We could bring a
That
homeless
is
guy.
absolutely insane.
Insane. Christy Carpenter, executive director of East Bay nonprofit Safe Time. These nonprofits, man, do they do what good? They just sit in a room like, well, what else we could do?
I know.
How about we just see if anyone wants to fucking put them in their spare rooms?
That's a great idea. That's a great idea, Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. All in
Why
favor?
not? Nothing else has worked. I guess we could try it. The mayor of Richmond, located in the East Bay, about 20 miles from downtown San Francisco, has set up a program to match homeless people with local landlords who have empty apartments funded by private donations. It will pay the landlords a year's rent up front to encourage them to forego the usual credit, employment, and background checks for tenants. So anyone wants to do a background check
No,
on who
just
you're bringing
give
in.
this guy we're
Just
gonna pay
take
for
him.
a place to live for
Yeah.
a year.
That's the carrot. And what they'll be paid is market rate.
You know how fucking expensive that is in San Francisco?
Yeah. Oh, I do.
I mean, it's fucking ridiculous how much money that is.
Yeah.
Little girl lived downtown. She had a studio apartment. A studio.
Who did
it? Amy, girl I know in Frisco.
Yeah.
It was a studio, maybe a one bedroom, but a studio, like tiny, like a few hundred square feet.
Yeah.
And it was like $3,000 a month.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was like, how
It's the most
the fuck-
expensive housing market
How
in the
in the
nation.
fuck can you live? Like, I don't even
can't.
understand. So they're going to pay, let's see, that would
Market
be
rate.
$36,000 a year
Yeah.
for these people to live.
Yeah.
Go.
Another group, the Homecoming Project, houses for former prisoners. This I don't hate. I'll be honest with you. I don't hate this idea. And if this is truly what they're doing, more power to them. Homecoming Project houses former prisoners, paying homeowners in Alameda and Contra Costa counties $30 a day to house someone in a spare bedroom for 6 months. So that's what, $900 a month?
$30 a day would be, basically.
Yeah. Each former inmate is matched with a case manager to help them find a job and save money for a permanent home. Sex offenders are not eligible.
Oh, good. That's nice. That's nice
Yeah.
to know. I appreciate that.
They've housed nearly 70 people so far, none of whom have gone back to jail or prison.
Okay.
Okay, great. That's a small sample size, and it seems like it's working well for
Sure.
people. And if they're cherry picking prisoners, to get back on their feet, that's great. I think it's bullshit the way we treat prisoners.
Very true.
And throw them out on the streets. And
Here you go. Don't fuck
yeah,
up.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's nothing. Don't fuck up.
So on Thursday, the San Francisco Department of Homelessness will hold a seminar to encourage landlords to rent out their homes for the homeless, with the local government picking up the tab.
Perfect.
No. The local government doesn't pick up the tab on shit.
They don't have money.
They don't have it.
Yeah.
The taxpayers are picking up the tab.
I love the way that's phrased. That's
Yeah.
Just to try and sneak that one by.
right?
Yeah.
Not sneaking that one by.
Right. Think
Local
about-
government provides jack shit, and they don't have money.
Think about the numbers on that. If that's $36,000
Yeah.
a year
Yep.
hers is probably a pretty nice place. I mean, you might be able to get cheaper shit than that for where they're going to put them. They're not putting in like the penthouses downtown. So, but let's just say it's still $20,000 a year.
Yeah.
The
Here's
fucking
what he
taxpayers are going
said.
to cover that for all the homeless people?
Here's what I believe it's Mayor Butt, B-U-T-T.
Okay.
In Richmond area said the big picture is that there are 160,000 homeless people in California, and unless we do something different, there will still be 160,000 10 years from now. If you take those 160,000 and multiply that by the average cost of a one-bedroom apartment, the cost is $1 billion. California's state budget is $300 billion a year, so for less than 1% of the annual state budget, you have provided housing for all. Asked what he would say to those who argue, okay, dipshit, your plan is just going to encourage every homeless person across America to hitchhike to California.
Yeah. It's beautiful, and I can live for free and have a house.
Yeah. He said, what do you do when they all flock to California from other states in search of free housing? He said, it's a risk. They could work out if it happened.
Could you?
Really?
Could
you?
ya? Yeah.
I'm going to need a better answer than that. We can work it out if we have to.
I don't think there's that many vacancies.
No.
in San Francisco
No.
to be able to even house them.
No.
They would be better off spending that money and just building a fucking high-rise slum fuck motel for them to live in and just
Yeah.
make it a quarter. Like to spend that money and just build a facility.
Like the nicest crack house in America.
Well, I mean, just make your own instead of fucking doing it to other people because having them and whatever, build a fucking place. Just like when they put them in the hotels and all that stuff. It was
Yeah.
all build your own facility. Make it a giant prison basically, but without the bars. I mean, just so that there's rooms.
Yeah.
And areas and a
toilet.
cafeteria and a toilet and all that, and a shower, whatever. It doesn't have to be fancy. It ain't the street.
Yeah.
But you don't have to put them in, people's homes. Fuck off.
Yeah.
You're not coming in my house, right? And if I'm going to pay $1 billion fucking dollars as a taxpayer to cover that, then yeah, go build your own fucking place. Stop giving it to,
Yeah.
people that. No,
I
just
mean,
go make a
what
facility,
did
and you
Ford
can use
Field
it for the
cost?
next 50 years.
What did Ford Field cost? $1 billion?
I have no idea.
Something like
something
that?
like that. Yeah, I mean,
Little Caesars Arena was $1 billion arena.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
that all housing.
yeah,
Instead of
right.
making it an arena, make it all housing.
Exactly. You could
Put it somewhere.
You could damn near house the homeless of the fucking country if you put something like that together.
Yeah.
And guess what? It would be a hell of a lot cheaper because it ain't fucking Ford Field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't
Yeah.
have to put the dome and the lighting and the speakers and the fucking all the
Yeah, the
concessions and all the
screens,
shit
the
into
fancy
it.
windows.
No, make it a fucking giant Red Roof Inn.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Fucking 40-story Red Roof Inn.
Here's the problem with all of this, and I agree with this guy. He's the only Republican, Richie Greenberg, to challenge Democrats in the 18 special election. Not the Special Olympics.
Yeah,
It sounds
Freudian,
like it, but yeah.
Freudian slip.
He said the schemes were a publicity stunt and downright creepy. The sheer number of people and the reasons behind them being homeless means it won't have any impact. He said that because the majority of the homeless were mentally ill or drug addicts, they would not be assisted by the programs. What was needed was more facilities for drug rehabilitation and a way of caring for the mentally ill so they did not harm themselves or others.
Yeah, well, we
This
put those
is-
money back into the psychiatric hospitals and
Yeah.
those
Thanks,
facilities that all
Reagan.
got shut down by Reagan. Yeah.
This is not a new idea. It's been floated for many years, particularly in San Francisco. It goes back to freedom and the summer of love and the hippies and communal houses with strangers crashing on your couch. It's not an unheard of concept, but we're not talking about flower children. Now it gets a bit absurd. A very high percentage of the homeless people here are homeless because they are addicted to drugs and mentally ill. So the number of candidates is going to be quite limited. It won't be the mentally ill or drug addicts who account for up to 70% of these people. The whole proposal is unrealistic. Secondarily, it's creepy. If you're looking for a roommate, that's one thing. You can check references and talk to people at their previous places, but these are not that kind of people. A lot are down on their luck.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what you're
So
saying.
you're gonna take this guy, fucking Babe Ruth over here,
Yeah.
and have him just room in with somebody?
Sure.
You got an extra bed this guy can take?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't want you to do background checks on
Stand in the fridge, in the
Here's-
2 a.m. looking for something.
it. Yeah.
Damn it, I can't. Tried. Not good with the sound effects.
That's all right. And that was a
That was
good
a better one. There
Yeah.
you go. Mouth was a little dry.
Yeah, and this idea of paying them all up front, like that's the carrot,
Yeah.
so that you don't look at references and background checks.
Yeah.
In other words, don't look into these guys because what you find back behind that curtain
You don't wanna
is a fucking nightmare. You don't even want to know.
What kind of condition do you think that place would be in after a year? Hey, they probably don't even stay make it the whole year. But what kind of condition do you think that place would be in?
We know because they did this last summer during
seen
COVID.
it.
They put them in a hotel that wasn't being used. They turned one floor into a meth lab, and they fucked everything up in that place. They trashed the hotel.
Well, that's putting a lot of them together, which is already a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
If you're just talking about isolating and getting, one person a little apartment somewhere or putting two or three of them in there,
Yeah.
you might stand a better chance. But yeah, it's not going to end well.
We need better
doubt.
minds than politicians mulling this shit over with all their committees and all their PACs and all their fucking corruption and shit. And God only knows where the money's going.
Yeah.
And no one's accountable.
We just need better people than politicians.
We need better
period.
human beings.
Yeah.
You need the Elon Musks of the world to go, you know what? I'm going to design a super fucking mall
Yep.
that's going to house 150,000 people.
Yeah.
The problem is, unless it's a prison, you can't hold them. And homeless people tend, from my experience, to walk right out the fucking door.
Yeah.
They don't want to just sit inside there all day.
No, but would they? Sorry, fuck. Would they? Are they better off out there? I mean, they might go, but eventually, I bet they would come back if they had a place to go and just to come back to.
Yeah.
They probably have a better chance of doing that somewhere where it's not fucking beautiful year round.
Yeah.
You could just sleep outside all the time.
Well, the state of California owns so much of that land.
Yeah.
Like so much, especially between the Bay Area and Los Angeles. So much of that is owned by the state of California. Yeah. It's all preserved. It's all, you can't build on it. It's why we don't have castles like England does all over there.
How many people
coastline.
does Alcatraz hold?
It's pretty small.
What if we just start pumping them over there?
All right. Try that again?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
can build up on it. We can expand on it.
All right.
$1 billion goes a long way.
$1 billion. Well,
Yeah.
it's not the same as it used to. But
Let's turn it into, I mean, it was Ford Field. So
Yeah.
you can get a long way on that. Let's turn it into the nicest homeless resort.
yeah, Alcatraz is smaller than Ford Field.
Make it a
and
make it a
much less
sandals.
nice.
Yeah, that's why we're going to renovate it.
Yeah.
It's free now.
But I'm saying that the state could take a tiny portion of land in the middle of the state. Just fucking bus them there.
Yeah.
Let them roam around the woods.
Just have a bus that goes like twice a day
Yeah.
from there's a loop through the city
Yeah.
and out to the fucking desert.
2 buses from the Bay Area and
Never
2
to be
from
seen
LA.
again.
Just take them out there, set up a little fucking community on the water, and yeah.
Well, listen, if you're not going to contribute to society, then what are you really doing here?
Yeah.
That's, you got to earn your keep. It's like let's start treating this a little bit like Survivor.
Yeah. None of these people are earning their keep.
No, well then, what is their use?
Yeah. I know. It sounds harsh, dude. I mean, we've
It's,
raised shitloads of money for homeless here.
Yeah, I know.
And I feel bad for the fucking old guy that's a veteran.
Yeah,
Panhandling on Telegraph. I feel bad for that guy. Yeah. But, when I see the problem in California that I saw was so many of them are like a young couple.
Yeah.
In their 20s, able-bodied.
yeah.
There's
I always
help
question
wanted
that.
signs on every fucking corner.
And they're exactly,
And they're just standing out there on a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Just begging for money, down on my luck, and it's like, dude,
just want to roll down my window
23.
and hand them a pen and be like, here, go fill out that fucking application and get a goddamn job.
Yeah, but no one's going to tell them that. Oh. And then you see shit tons of them too, Troy, that are talking at the clouds.
Yeah.
Walking around barefoot or with just filthy socks on.
Yeah, there's some but that's just it. They shouldn't be just out loose either.
Yeah.
They should be in a facility. I mean, if we're going to pay...
You can't get them. You just can't get them all.
Yeah, well...
There's 160,000 of them. The numbers are overwhelming. 300 people will take over a town.
Yeah.
You're talking 160,000.
Yeah. Well, we need a good Arkham.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotham.
Yep.
I like it. Something's got to be done. I just don't believe the people in power have the ability to do anything. It's gonna take one of these people, and I don't know why. If it's just $1 billion to fix that, why?
Yeah, but it's not just $1 billion to fix that. They
Yeah.
can say that, and they can arbitrarily throw that number out there.
Right.
But what is that $1 billion actually going to do?
Yeah.
When you talk about those people and that mindset,
Yeah.
and that environment, what's it going to do? Because giving them a place to live isn't going to do anything.
Yeah.
Giving them food isn't really going to do anything. I mean, you can keep them healthy and just, keep them alive longer to keep fucking draining the system.
Yeah.
But and I mean, there are programs, I don't say they're all fucking pieces of shit, but you're right. I mean, 70%, let's just say, that was the number in there,
Yeah.
I think, that are just a lost cause in a way.
Yeah.
There are people that are just down on their luck, and those people should be able to have some sort of help, to get a leg up and to try and
when
get
you're talking about
back.
a single mom with 3 kids,
Yeah.
is a good example where
Sure.
she's not a crackhead. She's just out of work for whatever reason and has 3 kids, and
But my patience is really dwindling on this whole thing now, especially when we're at an all-time fucking low of employment.
Yeah.
Of catastrophic fucking proportions.
Yeah.
Guess what? There's a lot more than 160,000 fucking. I've seen 160,000 fucking help wanted signs.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
So there's work out there.
Yeah.
So
They don't want to do it.
well, therein lies the fucking rub, man.
I know.
I know they don't want to. Well, then why help someone that won't help themselves? I'm all for giving someone an opportunity and a hand to help themselves.
Yeah.
But when they won't help themselves,
There's not much you can do.
go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
For real. I mean, in a way, sorry, but you don't get help if you can't help yourself. We'll bend over backwards.
Very
lift
giving
you.
nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're just gonna be an absolute anchor on society and go play fucking t-ball on the fucking wangs walking down the street,
Yeah.
then I'm no use for you. Delete, as you say.
Yeah.
You know,
Delete.
I'm right. I mean, it's just if you can't be productive, then what are we doing here?
Yeah. We need to get to a point where we can just delete human beings.
That would be great.
It would.
Fucking
When we
Kevorkian
can, we can
was
take a
ahead of his time,
nationwide
man.
vote and majority rule.
All of just no.
Thumbs down. Take a bat to Wang's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done, dude.
Yeah.
We're
Yep.
done. Cattle prod to the forehead. We're done with
Right.
you.
And this guy, let's put that to a nationwide vote.
Yeah.
Should this guy, and I know it sounds absolutely awful to try and like play God and be fucking dealing with people's lives.
I don't care.
But why in the fuck would we give this guy another chance? Either put him in prison and just pay for him to live and exist
Yeah.
in a fucking bullshit existence.
Yeah.
And then let him out at some point because that's not a life sentence as much as it should be.
Yeah.
And then let him out for this to just happen.
No,
again
in
at some
Seattle,
other
he'll
point.
probably be out on $500 bail.
He might.
He'll be on the streets tomorrow.
It's possible. I mean, for that,
And are they
going
to extradite him to Washington? Wherever
No, that's for the
state?
old thing. I bet you for that. I bet you he gets sentenced. He gets
Maybe. I don't know.
and probably no bond. And I don't know how does a homeless guy even post bond. How the fuck is he out on any of this stuff? His thing
knows?
from Washington. How the fuck is he even out? This dude
Yeah.
This dude paid his bond.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know. We'll see.
But anyway, it's not a good situation.
No, it's not. I don't know if you've noticed, but the narrative has changed rather quickly around COVID mandates and restrictions.
I've seen some backpedaling.
Using the same language as if a memo went out. Jay and I used to notice this all the time, where all of a sudden there'd be a big shift in something, and everybody,
Use the
it's an
same-
existential threat. All of a sudden, that's the term.
Yeah, there's certain coin phrases that
Yeah, bullet points
Yep.
that went out in a memo. And so now Fauci is saying the United States is almost past the full-blown stage of the pandemic and predicted there would be soon an end to all the COVID-related restrictions, which includes the use of masks.
He called that
mandatorily.
like halfway through or second or third week of January,
Yeah,
mid-February. We're
Yeah.
over it.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Biden
keeping
said
right on
we
his
were-
timeline.
The bowl of soup said we were out by July 4th, remember?
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I mean, this just about this one, the Omicron, the spike,
Yeah.
that we were going to peak and be over it by mid-February.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess he's right on schedule.
All right, we'll see. I don't know how people are going to react to this, though. That Wang, I mean,
She's not going to react to shit.
not right now, but even when she comes out of it, she is so brainwashed that she's
Yeah.
going to be masked for life. She probably wears a mask to bed.
Maybe.
I think this is more sinister than that. I think they would keep us in masks, but the polling that they're doing shows 3/4 of the country is like, fuck this.
Yeah.
We understand what's going on. We understand that this is going to be with us for life, and we're all eventually going to get it. Can we go back to normal now? Fuck this.
Yeah.
Even a lot of liberal commentators are saying, okay, enough. So they also know that there's a midterm election coming up in November.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
they're
gotta
going to get
loosen the
creamed so
the purse
fucking hard
strings.
in that thing. I can't even predict the bloodbath that's going to happen come November.
Yeah.
I can't,
It's damage control is what they're trying to do at this point.
and if they try to keep this bullshit going on through then, epic proportions. I don't usually call these things. I don't usually go out on a limb. I don't want to look like an asshole making some. Trump's going to kick his ass. The bowl of soup's going to win. So I usually don't. I'm making the prediction of a fucking ass handed to him. Like it's it's going to be such a crushing fucking defeat for the Dems come November with all this shit. So this is, to me, in
As
my
we have
opinion,
a fair and balanced election.
right.
Or
Sure.
free and fair.
Free and fair
Free and
election.
fair
Free and fair election.
Yes.
Another one of those buzz terms.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, yeah, Fauci said the government's response to COVID will eventually be handled on a local level rather than a federal one. As we get out of the full-blown pandemic phase, we are certainly heading out of these decisions, and they'll be made at a local level rather than centrally decided or mandated. More people will be making their own decisions on how they deal with the virus. Wow. Sounds exactly like what someone else used to say. Wow, like 2.5 years ago.
Who would have said something like that?
Yeah, I remember another politician saying almost, is that plagiarized what Fauci just said? Because I've heard that before. Verbatim from another politician.
Yeah.
2 fucking years ago when the rest of us knew that this nonsense couldn't continue. Yeah, 3 in 4 adults, 77%, almost 8 in 10.
Wow.
Said think that most people in the U.S. will eventually get COVID. 75% of them describe themselves as tired and frustrated. A Monmouth poll found 7 in 10 Americans agree with the sentiment. It's time we accept COVID is here to stay. We just need to get on with our lives. That includes 89% of Republicans, 71% of independents, and 47% of Democrats.
Oh, boy. Surprised that's that high.
Yeah. Americans' worries about this COVID going away. It seems more to be a realization that we are not going to get this virus under control in a way that we thought possible just last year. No, in a way you thought possible last year. The rest of us knew 2 years ago.
But I don't even know that they really
Believed
it.
Yeah, I don't think they did either.
I'm so confused on what has happened over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like,
You mean from 2 weeks to flatten the curve to where we are?
yeah, just on how we got to where we're at.
Yeah.
I'd like to kind of go back and see it again with the eyes that went through it the first time and be able to spot things. Be like, oh, fucking.
I'll tell you where.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where. I'll tell you exactly where. And I think it goes no further than this.
Okay.
This is my personal belief. You don't have to believe it. Anyone listening doesn't have to believe it. Estimates are that Pfizer will rake in earnings of more than $100 billion this year due to sales of its COVID vaccine and antiviral pill to treat the virus.
Yeah.
I could just end with that sentence.
That's fair. Oh, yeah.
On Tuesday, the company revealed its fourth quarter earnings and revenue projections for 22, where it said it estimates it will earn up to $102 billion in sales next year, setting a new record. More than half of those earnings will be off its 2 COVID products. The vaccine expected to bring in $32 more billion, and Paxlovid expected to earn $22 billion.
The pill.
Yeah. This revenue stream will remain intact for years to come, potentially even the next decade if Pfizer has its way.
Of course.
The company already reportedly plans to roll out an Omicron variant-specific vaccine at some point this spring, bolstering protection against the vaccine-resistant strain that took over the world last month and killed no one. Mm-hmm. By the time that shot comes out, the variant may have already burned out, though. Oh, so we got to get that out there quick.
Hurry up.
Yeah. And it's only got a survival rate of about, for children, 99.98%, I believe is the survival rate for them.
Wait a minute. So do you think the mask thing would have anything to do to try and re-spike?
Try to jump it back up?
To restart that fear cycle? See, we put the masks out. Now numbers are going up. Now it's getting worse. See, we were right.
Maybe. Pfizer expects COVID to be around for longer than just the Omicron surge. And Albert Bourla, CEO of Pfizer, has been a proponent of repeated COVID boosters.
Of course.
Why not?
Every 6 months, and then it'll be every 4 months.
Once you get your head around the big pharma doesn't give a shit about your health in any way. It's a business to generate money.
Yeah.
That's why they want to fucking inject 2-month-olds.
Yep.
That's just boom. Every shot they give gives them billions that they never would have gotten. A public citizen report from October found the company worked to silence governments, restricted nations' access to vaccine donations, forced governments to pay out lawsuits they may face for breaking intellectual property laws and to seize public assets in case of missed payments, such as foreign bank accounts. The People's Vaccine Alliance finding also reported that Pfizer and Moderna made a combined profit of over $1,000 every second last year.
Holy fuck.
$1,000 a second
That's insane.
for a year.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Can we call the pill the Plan C?
Plan C?
Yeah.
Sure.
I like it.
I like that too. Paxlovid, which received
See, nobody wants to call it that.
Paxlovid.
Plan C.
Plan C. Which received emergency use authorization from the FDA, opens another COVID avenue money stream for the firm. The company plans to sell the drug to governments around the world for $700 a course.
Oh my God.
So basically, I don't know for sure yet, but I'm pretty sure that's ivermectin part 2.
Yeah.
Where ivermectin costs pennies on the, a couple pennies per pill.
Yeah.
They no, we're going to tweak it, get this thing out there that basically does what ivermectin does and charge $700 a course for it.
Yeah.
That the government pays, which means you're paying.
Of course.
So-
Because the government has so much money.
Look no further than that as to why this is continued.
Yeah.
And when you buy lobbyists and you buy politicians and you buy media,
I thought it was weird that you were reading your opinion. Like, this
Yeah.
is just my opinion, and then proceeded to read it.
Well,
I know, I'm just kidding.
my opinion
You
is
agree.
that's why.
Absolutely.
They didn't say my opinion in there. They didn't say, oh, this is why. Like there's nefarious shit going on. I'm saying,
Yes.
this is why.
Exactly.
That those profit margins follow the money. It's always the same. Follow the money.
That is the oldest tale in the book. Hey, speaking of money,
Sure.
do you know how much money you're going to need in retirement?
No.
Are you sure you won't outlive your money?
No.
Well, having a plan today means that you can adjust as your life changes. Retirement does not have to be a mystery. Contact Mark and Jay at LPL Financial today to learn the answers to one of the most important questions for your retirement. Call 248-626-2000 and ask for Mark or Jay.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Adidas. Like
All
their new
day I
marketing-
dream about sex.
Yeah, right?
In sports.
I couldn't remember how to spell Adidas today when I was trying to Google it.
Really?
And then I was just like, all day I dream about
Yeah,
sex.
there you go.
All day I dream about sports.
Yeah, well.
Some people would say.
Yeah, no, we'll see.
The main one was all day I dream about sex,
Of
right?
course, absolutely.
Yeah. They've got a new ad campaign.
And they are
I like it.
sticking with it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing. The blue check mark, official Adidas Twitter account dumped out 25 sets of bare titties.
Today.
Yeah. How can they do that? I got banned for posting a snowman with fake snow dick and balls.
I don't know. Well,
So how are
there's
they, how are
because
they able
there
to get it?
I don't know. There is some weird thing about I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I thought it was a
there-
joke when you said that to me earlier. I thought, I get it. And then I was like, oh, that's fucking real?
Yeah.
Like that's real?
That's real. If we were to pop this up, we would get in trouble.
True.
Yeah. That
This-
I can promise you.
This went out on what? Their
Twitter.
Twitter? Okay.
Yep. They set out 25 sets of titties in one of the most provocative ad campaigns you're ever going to see out of a major brand on social media. The brand is making it clear it's here for women and of all boob types, titty types. Going as far as saying, we believe women's titties in all shapes and sizes deserve support and comfort, which is why our new sports bra range contains 43 styles so everyone can find the right fit for them.
But there's only 25 pictures.
Yeah.
Wow. I think we're 18 short. We're missing 18 pairs of titties.
Are we?
Yeah. If there's 43, we only got 25 examples.
Yeah. What do you think? Here's a picture of it.
Yeah.
And people can figure this out for themselves.
Okay. So you're supposed to just like pick your set here? Like I'll take can I get this in a turquoise? Can I get this one in black? Is that how
Yeah,
you're supposed to pick your
I
the
guess.
new sizing chart?
I'm more like titty group B,
Yeah.
something like that.
I did have
Dude, you know where else they're putting this up?
what?
Fucking billboards across the country.
Really?
Yes.
So you driving down the road seeing
Yeah.
titties?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to cause some accidents.
Yeah. I wish they'd get a better selection of titties. I mean, if
Yeah.
they're going to throw them in our face, I mean, I like where they're going.
I thought I had a clear cut. Well, see, there's 25 of them. Yeah, we talked about having a draft,
Having a draft, yeah.
but that would leave one out. And I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's clearly the. Oh no, maybe. Oh no. So now I'm intrigued, which would be the odd man out of the worst set of that picture. There's a few again.
I think odd
Which
man
one's
out.
which one's titty irrelevant? See, this is where we need the members area. We'll have a little bonus content. We'll have the draft.
I'm gonna go with odd man out here.
Okay.
Right, you can see my problem with that.
Yeah, but I'm surprised that's your
It's
option.
not necessarily.
That's the worst set on there for you.
Well,
if you, I mean,
no, maybe not. Hold on.
They're,
One of them looks like someone took a can. It looks like someone took a can of wet dog food and poured it into some nylons.
Yeah.
And then tied it around their neck, and, like that.
yep, and I'm still not even sure that one's the worst.
Do you have a clear cut winner? First pick.
I
in the draft?
I haven't gotten into the consensus All American yet, but I was looking at the other way as the odd man out.
Which one?
I don't know. I mean, there's clearly, see, that would not have been my worst.
And basically, I picked the one where it's like it looks like a.
See, I might
Boy's
go.
chest.
I might go here.
Yeah, that's a real problem.
Yeah, and
That's a real
I
problem.
think that's worse than that.
This one here.
Yeah, yeah. There's some real. So I mean, that's not that bad. I mean, it's reminiscent of a 12-year-old, but but it's not offensive. Like I'm not going to throw up my mouth over it like some of those other ones.
Yeah.
Why does a 94-year-old need a sports bra anyway? What the fuck are we doing here, Adidas?
This one looks like hand sock puppets.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's
they're
just
not
giving
great.
up.
There's a couple legits on there, but the
Who do you got legit?
see, I'd like to get a feel to know exactly what we're
I know
dealing
it's
with
tough.
here.
It's tough.
But I might just. I mean, right off the top of my head, I'm gonna go top left, 1A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there too. There's honestly not a lot of these that are
Spectacular. There's no spectacular rack on there at all.
There's way more disaster zones
Yes,
than
and I think they're trying to be more representative of the disaster of titties we have going on in this country.
I think you got to go with 1A up there.
Yeah, I think that's probably the number one pick.
I mean,
Yeah, and it goes
these
downhill
two,
fast from
1,
there.
2, 3. Yeah, it goes downhill quick.
Yeah, it's like an NHL draft.
Yeah.
If you don't score one of those first few picks.
NBA draft. Like
Yeah.
second rounder, get the fuck out of here. You're
Exactly,
done. You're
right?
done. Unless you're Jordan Poole,
Yeah.
making a splash, second rounder, then don't usually. Anyway, go check it out for yourself. You can see it on Twitter. You
It's
can
on,
see the
apparently,
campaign.
yeah, it's a real thing. I legit thought that was a joke when you sent it to me. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. I see what you did. And I was like, they fucking what?
Not a joke.
They actually sent out titties.
Titties.
For the record, I'm all in favor.
Me too.
I think they could up their game a little bit. I can respect that they were trying to cover all aspects of
They
that.
should have
but
had
Let's keep,
like 10 10s and then 15 like disasters. Fine.
right.
But at least give us
At least that top 10%, right.
Yeah.
They can be all different sizes.
Yeah.
They can still be
is
spectacular.
the juice worth the squeeze.
Yeah. But
And in this instance, I don't know that it is. It's like, yeah, there's a couple okay, on ones.
yeah.
Now,
Now, did people volunteer for that? Because that, what that looks like to me?
They must have gotten releases.
Well, that looks like the before shots for the plastic surgery fucking places, all the titty things. You can go on. You can see lots of titties on the plastic surgery websites
yeah.
if you want to get into that. But they're usually
There's better ways to see titties.
I know. I'm just saying. I've been for myriad reasons. I've been on those, and there's lots of titties on there. But that's exactly what those pictures look like.
Totally.
Very clinical, just titty.
Yeah. Yeah, they want to get provocative with this. That's all that is. They
think?
want people talking about them. So, but I appreciate it. Anytime I can see titties.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
almost,
not mad. I mean,
almost
even the
exclusively. Back in the day, we would check out National Geographic titties.
oh yeah, oh,
You know what I mean? Those
Yep.
were total disasters.
Yeah, that was all we got in the beginning. That's,
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I mean, even the worst set there is still a set. You
Is
know?
it though?
I mean, I'm not
I
going to
mean,
go
a couple of
fucking
'em.
rum one out to it or anything like that, but it's still better than looking at a ball sack or something else.
Yeah.
At least it's a set.
And if you're in that 1A position,
Yeah.
and you've signed the release for this, you have to gain a lot of confidence. Going, okay, they put a package of 25 titties together. I'm clearly
The
in
best of
lead.
all. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like,
when you look
oh,
at that.
I'm not thrilled with my titties, but damn,
Right.
it could be way worse. So it's got to be a real
Yeah,
encouragement.
definitely. A
Real
fucking
boost for
morale
someone.
booster, I would think, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
The trucker convoy is still going on, T. Yep. There's a horrible video out there I watched earlier.
Yeah, they got the old ambassadors shut down.
Did they?
Yeah, the ambassadors shut down.
Great grandfather being harassed by the cops. 78 years old. They got to mention he's 4'10".
Oh
He's
man,
just-
come on, don't pile on.
Yeah, he's just
He's one of the truckers, or
no. He's
one
one
of
of the people in the neighborhood.
bringing him a sandwich.
Supported them, so he beeped his horn and like waved when he went by.
Come on.
Pulled over, yanked this fucking guy out of his car.
Oh, that's a good look, Mounties.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. This is going to work out well for you.
Yeah. So the judge, as we talked about yesterday, had outlawed honking your horn to
Yep.
keep peace in the neighborhood. But yeah, this guy beeped his horn really quick and waved support to the convoy. A bystander filmed while two officers pulled Jerry Charleboy out of his car. What did he do wrong? The bystander asked. None of your fucking concern, man, the Mountie said back to him. That doesn't sound like our Canadian Mounted Police.
No. I think
you know?
they're a bit on edge over
Yeah.
there at this moment. Is this in the Ottawa?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 6-minute video shows officers shouting back and forth with onlookers and Charleboy as he protests his arrest. Eventually, an officer in a blue surgical mask grabs Charleboy to restrain him and brings the vaccinated great-grandfather down to his knees
Holy
in the
shit.
middle of the street before handcuffing him against his van.
Come on.
Sustained injuries to his arms, hands, shoulders, and knees. He was later fined $118 for unnecessary noise. It's been going on for 12 days now. So Freedom Convoy truckers have completely stopped traffic on the Ambassador Bridge for a third day in a row.
See?
Dozens of vehicles line the road leading to the bridge, and traffic is completely blocked for those.
This was
exiting the
in
bridge.
Windsor when this happened?
In Canada. No, he was in Ottawa.
He was
but-
in Ottawa.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're just
sorry.
giving an update.
Yep. It's growing.
Quebec MP Joel Lightbound, a member of Prime Minister Blackface's party, resigned after accusing the Prime Minister of dividing the people of Canada, saying the federal government's pandemic response has become politicized and divisive. So he just skated. During an emergency debate in the House of Commons Monday night, Blackface said the protesters have to stop and smeared those taking part as a few people shouting and waving swastikas. A flag incorporating the Nazi symbol was spotted in the initial days of the protest. Now, some of these outlets, including the Daily Mail, have people on the
There.
ground.
Sure.
And these reporters are saying, we've been here for a week. We have not seen a single flag, Nazi flag.
Yeah.
It's just a false narrative. It's not happening.
That could have been somebody driving by just like the old man
Yeah.
and honked or whatever.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, yeah, there's a Nazi flag. Something
Yeah.
that irrelevant they'll take and run with it.
The Freedom Convoy organizers and supporters say they're tired of being labeled as a cult and as villains by the media. They're spinning their own narrative. Bridget Belton said, she's an Ontario-based trucker, referring to both the American and Canadian media. This isn't a cult. The federal government, the city of Ottawa, all those organizations that are out to get us right now, maybe that's the cult. She added, they're downright disgusted by the coverage, which says totally biased against the truckers.
Well, good.
I would agree.
Keep up what you're doing. Keep
Yeah.
shoveling driveways. Keep feeding the homeless. Keep doing. Don't give them a fucking thing
Yeah.
to go on. And let them keep grasping for straws and let people see what's actually going on out there. And that's how you're going to turn public opinion.
When they started filming the old man,
That's
and he's
a
like,
big one.
What did I do? And it was interesting because we've seen a lot of these interactions with police being filmed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's usually a shit show. And this guy's like, this is fucking communism, man. What are you doing harassing an old man? Why are you harassing an old man? They're like, get on the sidewalk. He's on the sidewalk waving a Canadian flag. But other people in the group were coming over to him and pushing him back and going, okay,
Yeah,
we're not looking for trouble. We
Yep.
don't want to fight. We don't want anyone arrested.
Smart. Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like they've got people in there like when someone does get heated and
Yeah.
sees an injustice going on and wants to really fucking get into it with a
Good.
cop,
Takes
people
a
pull
village.
them out of there.
Yeah, and instead of that's the difference. That's
Yeah.
the polar opposite. Instead of everybody coming around like, yeah, fuck the cops, you know,
Yeah.
and making a big thing out of it, and then escalating it and giving them all the ammunition that they need.
Yeah.
Good for you. Stay on the high road.
Yeah.
Prove that you're there for the right reasons and doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Let them try and smear you because eventually the truth will set you free.
We have a listener in Ottawa.
Do we?
Yeah. And she reached out to me yesterday and was saying she was around Windsor and went out there to help support one of the guys competing against Trudeau, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like, we got to get this fucker out of here. So I said to her, hey, if you can find anyone on the ground that's kind of higher up
Yeah.
in that trucker convoy, we'd love to have him on,
For sure.
talk to him.
Absolutely. Yeah.
She was going to do a little digging. So I don't know. We'll see. They're quite busy, but
I'm sure.
there's long
Well,
days. And so,
No, but in all honesty, I would think that they'd be anxious for any opportunity to get their word out because
Yeah.
it's probably few and far between that are actually giving them a voice.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So I'll keep up on that.
and fuck Quebec, by the way.
Why?
The Quebecers, fucking cock asses. They're fucking garbage.
Really?
Yeah, they wanted to secede from Canada.
Yeah.
The fucking French.
Oh, the
frauds.
French Canadians. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
Quebec.
yeah.
That's the French Canadians over
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Look,
yeah.
You're not real Canadians. Fuck out of here. Want to secede? Off.
Joe Rogan turning the tables, finally claiming he's a victim.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, well, let's start playing our own cards.
yeah. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
He said he did a show dropped yesterday. He's come under fire for the video India Ari posted of all the times he used the N word with the hashtag delete Spotify. The podcast says the release of the now viral video is in a lot of ways a relief because that video, it's always been out there. It's like this is a political hit job. And so they're taking all this stuff that I ever said and it's wrong and they smush it all together. But it's good because it lets me address some shit that I really wish wasn't out there. Like his guest thanked him for apologizing, Indian comic Akash Singh, because I think comedians have for years done this immature thing where we don't apologize. We say whatever we want. You can apologize if you say some wild shit, and we've all said some wild shit, and you apologize. You own that. It was wrong. Good for you. Rogan said, but I do think you have to be very careful not to apologize for nonsense. I think you just have to be yourself. I really do. And all this nonsense of worrying about what your base is crazy. Who are you? You are you. If you start thinking, I have to be who these people want me to be because they're the ones that make me popular, you're fucked. And that world of acting, it's so hard to be free because you're always worried about your next gig. If you get canceled, you're fucked. Because if there's anything that's remotely controversial about you, they'll go with someone else if they're casting a major film because they don't want any ifs, ands, or buts. Agree with them 100% there.
That's true.
Totally. And I was watching a breakdown video, and I probably should have brought it down, but there's a Twitter thread, Wokel something.
Can't play it anyway, so.
Huh?
Can't play it anyway, so.
I could read it.
Okay.
It's just a Twitter thread.
Oh, I
but
gotcha.
he deep dove into we touched on this briefly the other day, talking about a super PAC that I knew was involved with
Yeah.
that, a Democratic super PAC.
Yep.
And this dude went to great lengths to break down the relationships between the media group and the super PAC and the people behind it, what their backgrounds are in social media, in editing. One of the guys, there's three brothers. One of them's a litigator. One of them worked for Ellen as her online presence and social media. These guys are expert in this. They spent an entire year dropping a new hit piece on Trump every day. And the super PAC, was it Midas Touch or something like that? And Patriot something. You can look some of this stuff up for yourself. I'm sorry, I'm explaining the shitty, but make no mistake, this was a very, very targeted attack in 3 phases to go after him. First was the COVID, landed like a dud, didn't
Yep.
matter. N-word stuff. Coming next is going to be his insensitivity to women, and
Yes, misogyny.
misogyny and shit
Yep.
like that, laughing at stories about chicks getting,
Yep.
cum all over their face. Yeah,
That's the best you got. You're going to come up woefully short.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you that.
yeah. So, just wanted to let you know this idea in the media. If you watch the media, this was just a grassroots effort. Blah blah. Of
course.
there was absolutely nothing grassroots about it. None of it. And so, I don't know when people are going to wake up to this shit.
When you
but
when you stop and really take it apart a little bit, and you think, why would somebody go to such lengths
Yeah.
to protect something? And whatever that is, it's about time to look at what it is that they're trying to protect.
well, they had some theories on this.
Okay.
About why. Why, first off, legacy media is losing so badly that they don't care how Joe Rogan is stopped. He just needs to be stopped.
Yeah.
Because he has too much influence. People are flocking to him for actual information that they can't get.
Right.
And
Well, they blocked, like
here's the
Malone,
big
they
part,
blocked
though.
him on Twitter to shut him up, and then a couple days later he goes on Rogan's and gets 11 million fucking views.
Right.
So it's like it just shit in their face
But-
what they're doing.
For the people that are organizing this, putting the video together, they're retweeting it all day, every day.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. That N-word video is being retweeted by the same group
Put it on
all day.
blast. Yep.
On blast. For them, what's in it for them? Well, if they can be the big dog that was able to take down Joe Rogan, it sends a message that they can take down anybody. And so for politics, anybody you want taken down, because everybody's got something in their past that
Yeah.
can get them canceled.
Damn right.
If this group can get Rogan to come to his knees, then they're the big dog in town now, and the money's through the roof, and their influence and shit is through the roof with these super PACs. You know, super PACs can raise as much money as they want and spend it how they want.
Yeah.
And so this is what they're doing. So I think most people are
Scary.
aware of that. I think most people are aware of that.
Becoming more and more aware, I
Yeah.
would say, of
Yeah.
it.
And hopefully, you know, Rogan, the fact is they'll have to pay him his $100 million. He would absolutely be able to go do his own thing on JoeRogan.com and people would go there.
Doesn't matter. Exactly. He doesn't need that. I mean, 11 million people will follow him anywhere he goes.
Yeah.
For the most part.
And all this
maybe
publicity-
10. Let's just say. Maybe 10.
No, I bet
Probably
it
11.
grows.
And it would probably grow.
I bet it grows a lot because this much attention,
Yep.
even in hit pieces, made that one guy we were talking about, the professor, go, I got to check out and see what this outrage is all about.
Yep.
And then he learned there was bullshit outrage.
Absolutely.
This was nonsense.
Right.
So there's probably going to be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who come to that same conclusion and go, this is a joke.
Yeah.
You know?
And hopefully, you're right. And it does drive people to it, then say, oh my God.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that fucking 3 hours of just about anything it is.
Yeah.
Because anything, no matter what the subject matter is, when you go deep dive like that form of an interview,
Yeah.
it becomes, some of it gets in the weeds, but it's so much deeper than the fluff that you get on every other talk show and every other
Right.
interview that just hits the talking points. It doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
But when you can get into you can find yourself immersed in any subject.
Yeah.
When you get into it that deep
Yeah.
and intricately. So it's fascinating to see things put out that way. It doesn't even matter what the subject is. You just sort of become absorbed
Yeah.
into it and involved in it. Like, oh, okay. And the way the conversation goes, the way he does his interviews, you know, it's a great flow.
Yeah.
You become vested, you know, interested in it.
Totally. There's no doubt about it.
So,
Great conversationalist, man.
Yeah,
You can listen to
definitely.
him all day.
yep.
Got a story for you, T. I don't know if you're going to believe this.
I do not believe that.
I don't know. So, British man has been arrested after a fellow passenger claims she was raped in the first class cabin on a transatlantic overnight flight.
Like full on rape or a little
Sounds like
diddling or some groping. What are we talking?
The alleged victim claims she was attacked while others slept on the flight from New Jersey to London's Heathrow Airport. She complained to cabin crew of the United Airlines flight, saying a man had forced her to have sex with him.
Yeah, I don't believe this.
Cabin crew called ahead to London police to report it. Police boarded the plane, arrested the 40-year-old man after it landed. The woman was taken by police to a rape counseling facility and was interviewed by officers who specialize in rape cases. Officers took scans of his fingerprints, mugshot, DNA samples. He's since been released. They appeared to be strangers, but during the flight had been talking with each other and drinking at the bar in the cabin's lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like buyer's remorse to me. That's what
Yeah.
that is. Oh shit, I'm married. This guy just blew a wad in me. I
Yeah.
better say he raped me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if the guy would have got a little handsy, reached over, started groping, get a little fucking little diddle, you know,
We
grab her
see
like a
that from
six
time
pack.
to time. Yeah.
That sure.
Yeah.
But you want to go full intercourse on a plane that's full of people,
Yeah.
and you could
Scream.
scream,
Yeah.
you know, or fight back. You're at 14, you can fight back. You reasonably defend yourself.
Yeah.
Reasonably defend yourself.
Yeah.
I call bullshit all fucking day.
I think bullshit too.
If
And
if that dick went inside, she fucking sat on it.
yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are probably those ones that have sleeping cabins because they're overnight flights, 16-hour flights or
Yeah,
whatever.
but they don't. I mean, I've been on them. They don't have like rooms. There's
Right.
no doors. It's just
Right.
Even the really nice ones that have sort of the little pods, like, are still open.
Yeah.
It's not like a fucking train.
Yeah.
You got your little private cabin.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you meant at first, that it was a train, and I was like, okay, I guess I could see up in one of the cabins.
Oh, yeah.
That could happen.
I don't buy it because of that very thing,
Yeah.
and because they were talking at the bar and drinking.
Hey, at any point during the raping,
Yeah.
she could have reached up and pushed that little fucking Sky Waitress button, ding, and they'd have come a running.
They would come a running.
Yeah, and they didn't.
By
Did
the
they?
way, I don't want to wake up the other passengers, but I'm being raped right now.
Yes.
Can you get someone over here to give me a hand? Maybe grab him by the hips and pull him out of me. Yeah.
Can I get another double fucking gin and tonic? And
Oh, and would you get this rapist off me?
Yeah.
Please.
do you have any lotion?
Yeah, I don't buy it either.
No,
And I know.
I stand by my preliminary bullshit call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do too. It's a good call. It's a good call.
She's full of shite.
Yep. Yep. Buyer's remorse. It's always fun when it's buyer's remorse, isn't
Exactly right. Exactly
it? You know,
right.
who hasn't been there? If I
Yeah.
could, if
That immediate regret.
like, oh, fuck.
God damn it.
What did I? Really? Jesus Christ! Oh, fuck!
Rape!
This is embarrassing. How do I
Rape!
get
She
out of
raped
this
me.
one?
She raped me.
We've all had buyer's remorse.
Yes.
All had buyer's remorse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's not exclusive to you women.
No.
It's not,
God,
ladies.
Oh, God,
Sorry.
no. That is true. We may have had more.
Yeah. There's some. If I could black out some pictures on the team photo, believe me.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Yeah.
She was cut from the team. I'm sorry. She's no longer on the roster picture.
She's been formally suspended
Yeah.
without pay.
Yeah. She was cut 1 day ago. I don't like this team. Do you know much about the metaverse?
I know of it. I haven't ever been there.
Yeah.
It's
Virtual
Meta
reality.
is now Facebook, is now Meta,
Right.
right? Changed their shit to Meta. And the metaverse is some virtual reality existence.
Yeah.
Like you put those stupid goggles on and then you get to go to some fictional place.
Yeah.
and
Or
be-
fictional places and concerts and all kinds of shit. But I look at it like a step up version, virtual reality version of Grand Theft Auto, where it's going to fall into anarchy.
It already is. I heard about the chick getting gropied
Yeah.
a few weeks ago on that. Right?
Yeah.
And I don't know how that, like, that's a weird thing. I didn't grope you. My character groped your character.
Yeah. Fuck out of here. You weren't raped. Shut up.
Right.
Grand Theft Auto.
Show me the mark. Show me the mark.
I don't think I owned every one of the Grand Theft Autos by Rockstar Games.
Yeah.
Right. And
I've never played it
it's great.
in my whole life.
I don't think I finished a single challenge.
Okay.
So you move up. I drove around
and just beat up hookers.
beat up hookers, stole their money, and then I would shoot at police until
Yeah.
they got a helicopter on me, and then
Finally
I'd try to
died.
blow the helicopter out of the air or steal the helicopter.
Suicide mission.
Suicide mission, and then I would go on to get blown by hookers. And when they took the money, I would punch them in the face and steal the
Take
money
the
back.
money back. Yeah,
Yeah.
standard procedure.
Like
It's what we're teaching our kids these days, by the way.
I would never do that in real life, for the record.
Okay, which part?
The
Take the money back?
punch in the face and take the money back.
Okay, just checking, just clarifying which part we would
Right.
never do. Shoot at the cop? Or we...
I would never shoot at the cop.
Yeah, exactly.
I can say that. I would never
Yeah.
try to blow a helicopter out of the air.
Totally fair. What if it was a Russian helicopter?
Yeah, I'd shoot that out of the air. Sure.
Oh, see, never say never.
Would you fuck a 5-year-old?
No.
Never?
All right. Moving on, metaverse.
I hate never say never for that reason,
I
right
know.
there. Yeah, so so in a bid to prevent virtual harassment, Meta announced they will be adding personal boundary systems to its horizontal virtual reality platforms. The announcement follows a complaint by one user.
Oh, that one same bitch that got groped?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who described experiencing sexual harassment in the virtual reality. See, I don't know how realistic this. Can you whip your dick out in the metaverse? Can you
Well,
walk up to a girl and be like, "Woo"?
I mean, probably on some level, but I guess there's got to be parameters. It's a program. It's a fucking so it can easily say you can't take your dick out. I would imagine. You know what I mean? Like there's got to be parameters to it. It's not like if you in your goggles, like if you take your dick out, your dick comes out in the goggles. Like it doesn't work that way.
See, we've got to try this.
Well, okay.
I want to try this
Yeah.
and see how fucked up I can get in there.
Yeah, fair.
Because if I'm only going in there for a couple hours a day and it's like,
Listen, if we get one of those
I'm breaking
fucking
into a
things,
bank, man.
if we get one of those things, I'm not doing anything but porn in there.
Yeah,
Fucking
true.
No.
Once they get porn up to speed, if it's good.
Yeah. I'm not going to no metaverse.
So she said, I would like a personal bubble that will force people away from my avatar. And I would like to be able to upload my own recording with my harassment ticket. What?
Okay.
I would also like that all guides are given sensitivity training on this specific subject so they will understand what is expected.
I rest my
Jesus.
case, Your Honor, of why I'll never go to the fucking metaverse.
Yeah, right? This is
Unless somehow I have to at some point, like to go to work or some shit in the future. I don't know where this goes.
Yeah.
I might virtually be working someday and I
Yeah.
have to.
yeah,
But other than that,
there's a robot Troy on the job site.
oh
And
my
you're
God.
fucking
I mean, listen, that would be fucking dope.
Yeah.
If somehow I could just sit there and remotely do my job in my chair.
hell yeah.
I would sign
great.
up for that and do some groping.
Do some grubbing on the butt pats. So what, to these people, what's harassment? A cat call?
I don't
Do
know.
not catcall on the metaverse?
I think that she was groped from what I've heard of her thing.
So someone else was walking around next to her and grabbed her titties or grabbed her ass or
Yeah.
something?
That avatar grabbed that avatar without that avatar's permission. And no means no, man. That is rape. That is virtual
Is it?
rape.
Virtual rape. Okay.
That's gonna
Can
be
you
it's
can
gonna
you
be a
get a ticket
charge
for that?
now. You're gonna get charged with virtual rape.
All right, Mr. Walters, it says here you virtually raped 30 women this month in the metaverse. And it's, what is it, $1 fine for each one? Because you're not really raping
No,
them.
it's probably not even really. It's like fucking one Dogecoin or something. some shitty weird crypto thing.
How fast do you think it would devolve into just
Total debauchery.
debauchery? People fucking with everybody,
Remember-
starting fights constantly.
Remember Leisure Suit Larry?
We're all just swinging in our living rooms at fucking air, beating the shit out of everybody we see.
Wouldn't that be great? Fucking the real Grand Theft Auto, the next
Yeah.
level. That'd be awesome.
Fake driving around in my car.
Yeah.
Pulling my fake gun out. Boom, 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 boom. Shooting like, what, who we hurting? So today we are announcing. Okay, she finishes. If Meta won't give guides tools that will allow them to remove a player immediately from a situation, at least train them to deal with it and not run away. Today we're announcing personal boundary for Horizon Worlds and Horizon venues, Meta said. Personal boundary prevents avatars from coming within a set distance of each other, creating more personal space for people and making it easier to avoid unwanted interactions. It will begin rolling out today everywhere inside of the worlds and will, by default, make it like there is an almost 4-foot distance between your avatar and others. Over time, we'll continue to make improvements as we learn how this affects other people's experiences. If someone tries to enter your boundary, the system will halt their forward movement as they reach the boundary. You won't feel it. There's no haptic feedback. This builds upon our existing hand harassment measures that were already in place where an avatar's hands would disappear. So if you go to grab some titties,
it just goes away.
your hands disappear. This world sucks.
So I told you, there's got to be safeguards in there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how this one slipped through, but you can't just whip your dick out and go helicopter. And, you know, it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
On similar news, our Facebook feed just dropped.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. We're bashing.
Oh, yeah. It's like, Jesus Christ. What now?
Nope. I did see a cool hack on, not that I've ever even played the GTA thing, but I saw a cool hack that I thought was fucking dope. Well, I guess you can go to like a casino there.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you pull up, they valet your car. And then when you come out, they bring your car up for you. Well, a dude went up and murdered the fucking valet and then took over, pretended to be the valet. So all day, just people came up and didn't think anything, like out of their car, like, here, to give them the keys. And he was like, that. I'm just fucking killing everybody as they roll up. Like, that's a pretty good fucking move. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good move. That's a good move. Yeah. I don't know.
This virtual thing is scary.
I think we've learned by now let's see, I don't know when Facebook was created, but the iPhone didn't come out till 2007.
Yeah. It's like probably
So-
14, 15 years ago, give or take, on the
Yeah.
Facebook thing.
And Twitter, between Twitter, Instagram, we know without any question that it's cancer to society.
Oh, yeah.
It is made human beings despise each other, hate each other, friends they've known for 50 fucking years, they can't stand anymore. It's made everything more divisive. It's ruining kids. None of the engineers will even let their fucking children on these things
Yeah, smart.
at all. These apps, any of them that are just designed to addict you and keep you coming back and coming back. The people that designed this shit originally have been very outspoken. There's movies about this, about how dangerous it is, and we don't really know the long-term play out of this. So knowing what a shit show Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the likes are, knowing how bad they are, how do you think a virtual reality world is going to be?
Oh, 100 times worse.
100 times worse. If you think
It's the next level of...
that's going to be carte blanche to just go fuck people up, it's going to be a video game, and I'm sorry, guys are going to go on rape sprees, murder sprees.
Well, no, because they can't. There's a little
not gonna
bubble
go
around
there.
them, and your hands disappear when you try and get all grabby on the titty.
So how are they going to fix that when it comes to the porn thing? Are they going to unlock that feature so we can grab them titties?
Well, no, it's just different. Porn's not the metaverse. Porn's just watching porn on the VR goggles, where it's like you're there. I mean, there is supposedly some VR porn shit too, where like you're there.
So it's
But
going to
that's
be a
not the-
PG world?
The metaverse, I bet. No, it's going to be a PC world.
Yeah.
That's what the fucking metaverse is going to be.
Yeah.
And keep it. I want any fucking part of it.
Yeah, I don't think I do either.
No, that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a PC world.
So that's going to be...
because this
Is
one's
it going to be
this
all
one's not good
NFT
enough.
purchases and stores and shit?
No idea.
I guarantee they're
even
going
tell
to
you.
find a way to make money off
It's
it.
got to be monetized, of course. Yeah, that's what that's yeah.
I'm out, T.
Yeah. I mean, logistically, like, I can see some decent, like, if you were to actually do that and go to a concert that you
Yeah.
couldn't see or you'd be at or whatever, and you had an opportunity to do that. We've seen it with, like, they do it with the basketball games and stuff now, where you can act like you're sitting, like, courtside. And actually, it's pretty cool because what you're, like, it's the game. And what you're looking at is what you're looking at. You know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah.
you want to look up at the chick in the fucking balcony, you can look up at the chick in the balcony. But it's
Okay.
the real game of what you're watching. And if you want to watch the game, you can watch. But it's like courtside seats. That's one of the things that they're doing now, like to promote this stuff. Those are cool experiences.
Yeah,
But
agreed.
like to just do this and be like some weird fucking version of The Sims
Yeah,
is creepy as shit to me.
yeah.
It has zero fucking lure to me. I don't want any part of that.
Yeah.
Any part of it.
I don't think I do either.
No. But if I could run around there and do some fucking snatching, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
It'd be fun for it. You'd get bored of it after a little
I
while.
would, I know.
Maybe it would cure rape. Because you could rape in the meta world and then you'd get bored of it after a while.
I bet it doesn't feel the same.
No?
No, I bet it doesn't feel the same.
Murder in the meta world, would that feel the same?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't think so. I think you'd feel hollow, and I think you would just be, honing your skills to
Yeah.
use it in the real world.
Yeah, maybe. Just degrade society more. What do these monsters care? They just want to make money. We're kidding, by the way, guys. We don't want to go out raping women all day.
Oh yeah.
It's
I'm
just-
kidding. I'm
it's
kidding.
comedy.
Totally kidding.
It's comedy. Of
course.
Relax.
Virtual. It's not real.
Virtual. Yeah, no one's touching you for real. Probably not even in this part of the world. Anyway, let's get out of here, T.
Okay, doke.
I do have one email.
Okay.
Jim, heroes? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Well, by that standard, everyone employed is a hero. Doing one's job is not heroic. Doing something heroic you're not supposed to or expected to do makes one a hero. Some day trader walking by runs in with his wingtips on and saves Mamadou Wagu's 47 kids. Hero. All I'm saying is let's not throw hero around so loosey-goosey.
Yeah. Back to the Mamadou Wagyu.
Yeah, Mamadou Wagu. Who were we saying was a hero? Were we talking about the truckers convoy?
I don't know. Well, I thought he was going back to the Mamadou story. I don't know who was the hero of. Let's see. Let's recap our heroisms. There was the
kid.
dude. Oh, the dude.
Remember the little kid who got double hero status in a day because he knocked on a door and
Did we
old
do
lady-
this story?
yeah, it was a black kid, a little pudgy black kid, and he saved one of his classmates from choking. Right, he'd recently taken a CPR class or
Okay.
something, and a kid swallowed something, and he was able to get it out.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was willing to give him a little hero status for that.
Sure.
And then he saw smoke coming out of a house, and
Same day?
yeah,
The fuck?
he was driving by and he made his mom stop and he went and knocked on the door or something, and they were already evacuating, but he helped an old lady get out.
Oh, dude's pimp.
Yeah, you don't remember doing that story?
No, not
yeah,
at all.
Yeah,
that might have been your old partner.
no, because it was
Creamy.
recent.
Oh, all right.
This was recent.
I was
They were
thinking
throwing
more of
parades for him and all that shit.
the Miami bus stop at the airport. The hero bystander that came in there and tried to talk the guy out of choking her with the shoelace.
Yeah.
That has hero resonance of what we've done.
We might have called the truckers heroes though, because they're going to save America. It might
Let's
be
hope.
Canada
America.
who saves America.
Yeah, that's the irony, and I love it.
I love it too.
Except for Quebec. Fuck Quebec.
I know your love of Canada runs deep.
Yeah.
As does mine. I love the Canadians. They're the
can you
finest
not?
people.
How can you not? They are salt of the earth.
I mean, dude, syrup.
Oh man, I'm
Right?
telling you. Yep.
I mean, come on, the maple leaf.
Good enough for me.
Yeah, just friendly,
You know, we do a little
Love the way they
syrup
say a
in
boo.
ourselves over here.
huh?
We do a little syrup in ourselves over here.
Yeah,
Vermont, highly underrated in the syrup world.
really.
Yep.
Well, now's not the day. Let Canada have this one.
They can have their thing. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hey,
Talk about Toronto
Canadian
tomorrow,
bacon.
or Canadian bacon. Yeah.
little back bake. If you know what you're talking about, it's
Yeah.
back bake.
Okay.
Not Canadian bacon because they're Canadian, so they don't call it Canadian fucking bacon. It's
Yeah.
Back bake.
Back bake.
The back bake. Yeah. The
All
back of the bacon.
Okay. I don't like it as much as bacon. I'll be honest with you, but I know you love it.
I do.
Yeah.
On an egg McMuffin.
Sausage. I go sausage all day. See, I'm less Canadian than you.
Exactly. See.
So, but that's okay.
Agree to
maybe,
disagree.
maybe James can write us back and
Clarify on-
clarify exactly who we referred to as heroes.
Yeah.
Because I don't like throwing hero tags around willy nilly either.
No, definitely not. We seem to be the most critical of,
Yeah.
of heroes. So
Skeptical.
skeptical.
Yeah. Heroes should be reserved for truly heroic moments.
You
And-
best be earning it.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here.
Let's.
We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if there's anything we need to mention for tomorrow, but no, I guess
We'll
we're
see.
good.
See how the tooth ends up.
We'll see how the tooth ends up. Yeah, right. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you soon.